Hello and welcome to Cycling Through Life. I'm Thad and I appreciate you guys joining me today. It is freezing today. Freezing cold, but the sun is out. And I am on one of my favorite roads. And I wanted to share some just images and scenery today. Again, I'm in southern Middle Tennessee, just south of Nashville, south of Franklin, in a rural town. But even though it's rural, it is overpopulated and very crowded, and it is freezing cold. And so I apologize about the sniffles and the snot, heavy breathing, all that. And if you can see my shadow at any point of the video, it looks like I'm about 500 pounds because I have so many layers of clothes on. But I'm out here and I'm grateful. With all the emotions of the week and everything going on in my life this week, I needed to get out. And I'm reminded of kind of a motto that I live by and have lived by since I graduated college from the University of Alabama. You see, I had a very impactful sales manager early in my life, in my early 20s, maybe mid 20s. My first sales job, my manager sat me down, and he was a very motivational type manager, very encouraging, very positive, and he gave me a gold coin. It was a pretty big size gold coin, maybe half the size of the palm of your hand. And he said, "Thad, put this in your pocket." And embroidered on it, in raised lettering, it said, "Attitude is everything." He said, put the coin in your pocket, and when you're feeling down, when you're feeling through a rough point of your life, pull it out. Look at it. Or just reach in your pocket and feel the letters that are raised on it. And remember, you control your own attitude. And it stuck with me. I kept that coin for years and years through other jobs, other phases of my life. And it helped me. Not every time, but a lot of times it did. And that's what I want to just talk to you about today. It's on my mind a lot. I gave the coin a couple years ago to my son, so no longer have the coin, but I'm super proud of the fact that he's carrying it with him through his journey of life now as a young man. But it got me thinking more recently in life, as there's so much negativity going around the world and even in my own life right now. And it just came to me the other day. I shared this with him, and I've shared it with other people. And I thought, God gave all of us a superpower. And that is the ability to control your own attitude every day. You are in control of your own happiness. Somebody else can't make you happy. Your spouse, your parents, your kids, your boss, your boyfriend or girlfriend. It's up to you. And you have a choice every day when you wake up whether you're going to use that superpower for good, be a superhero, and be nice to people, help people out in public or in your life. Be kind. Or are you going to use it for evil and be a supervillain? I mean, not technically, but hopefully you get the gist of it. be kind of grumpy, be negative, be rude to people. It's your choice. And God gave us that superpower. You're in control. And I encourage you to step out and challenge yourself each day to start your day off as being a superhero. And even if you start out with a negative attitude, that you can somehow change it around to a positive, and by the time you lay your head on the bed at night, there's a lot of things we can't control, but that's one of them. I love this road right here. We're about to turn left. Some of the benefits of positive attitude is better health. Your heart's not as stressed. Your blood pressure will go down. Your heart will beat a little bit softer. Your nervous system functions a little bit better. You can think clearer. You perform better at either school or your job because you're not busy dwelling on negative things you can't control. You have more than likely a better support staff around you. Friends, because they gravitate towards you. They want to be around you. Even if they're negative or a supervillain, they see how you're acting and they want to be like you. They want to be around you. They absorb that. And you hear the old adage that you're around people like you, or you surround yourself with people like you. And that's true. If you start having a positive attitude and being a positive person, then people are going to gravitate to you, and then they'll start wanting to be positive. And if you're already a positive person, that's great. Keep working on it. Keep helping others. And be aware that there is a thing called I'm having a hard time breathing right now. Toxic positivity. As we go up this little hill, I am tired today. And this cold is thick. The air is thick. And days like today when I was racing, I used to dread getting out and try to do intervals and push myself, my heart. But then again, I loved it, But now it's just for pure enjoyment and mental relief, mental therapy. And again, to hopefully share and talk to things with you guys. But toxic positivity is putting on a fake smile, being fake around people, not dealing with the negative things or adversity in your life in the moment. It's not healthy. And like if I didn't deal with the grief of my father this week, it would eventually rear its head down the road in various ways. Thank you. But I've tried to deal with it. I'll probably still deal with it for days, weeks, months to come. And I'm going to have negative days. The other day, 2 days ago, was very hard. It was his birthday, or would have been his birthday. It was a hard day. But I embraced the sadness, the negative thoughts, the anger, the grief, and all that. At the end of the day, I had to kind of refocus, So, you know what? I'm grateful that I had 79 years with him, almost 80. Well, my age, not his, so a little less than that. But you get the point. But you don't want to be fake. Keep in mind, everybody's got something. If you see on social media only good stuff from families or people or whatever, there's pictures and they're on trips and they look great and their family's awesome and happy, and that may be the majority of the time. But I can promise you, they got something going on at some point. Whether it's minor or major, everybody's got something. My wife and I talk about that all the time, trying to put things in perspective. Our troubles and our heartaches and things we deal with are no better, no worse, no more difficult than somebody else's. They're just ours. And we acknowledge them. And I love this saying, but you acknowledge them, think about them, but don't live in them. And there's a line that you have to be walking, and you'll find it. Once you get in tune with your feelings and your thoughts, you'll find that line in that sweet spot. We're going to pick up some speed. I'm going to be quiet for a little bit because the wind may be too much, but I love this downhill. Look at the scenery, guys. Right now, 32 miles an hour on a flat stretch, 33. Just to give you a sense of what it looks like. This big old pullover I got on is not very aerodynamic, but it's keeping me warm. So I'll end you with a story you may have heard. Still maybe a little too loud, but if you can see the cows on the right, there'll be cows up here on the left. You can almost smell them. Unfortunately, I can. But there's a professor in college. He walked into the room, class full of students, and he passed out a piece of paper to each one of them face down. And he said, okay, when I say go, flip your paper over, write a short, a couple paragraphs about what you see on the paper. And he said, go. Each student turned their paper over to find a singular black dot in the middle of the paper. You can see the students start to turn and look around at each other, almost like, do you just have a dot? And they did. So they started writing. Time passed and students turned in their paragraphs or their descriptions. And the teacher started reading them one by one. And after a quick moment, after he was done, he said, you all did the same thing. Some of you talked about the size of the black dot. Others tried to describe the distance from the dot to the edge of the paper, or the center of the paper, or what the black dot meant. What did it look like? Was it really circular? All kind of things. But he said, every single one of you wrote about the black dot. And not one of you wrote about all the white space. He said, you see, this is a symbolism of the negativity or things in our life that cause us trouble. The black dot is that problem. And all the white space is all the many blessings that we have. No matter what trials and tribulations you're going through, we all have more positivity in our life than negativity. Don't ignore the black dot, but let's focus on the white dot as much as, the white pieces, spaces on the paper as much as possible. And man, that's so true. So I leave you with this. I didn't want to be preachy today, and I'm sorry if it's corny, but it's just very important in my life. My father was a very negative person. He's very happy, but I always joked if he won the lottery, he would be mad the government would get half of it. But that's just the way he was raised. He was still kind to people. He wasn't a super villain. He was a superhero to all of us. And he was kind to people, and he did for others. But he would then turn around and be like, man, I wish I had more. Or I wish this wasn't broken. Or I wish I could go and do this. And I was like, Dad, just look at what you did do. Look at the life you have lived. Look at the kids and the grandkids and the great-grandkids that you have supported and set up for success. But that worry and that stress eventually led to his downfall. And I don't want it to happen to anybody else. So, again, if you're out there, you're dealing with something, put a comment in and I'll reach out to you. If you're fighting something, if you know of somebody that is going through something, reach out to them. Ask them how they're doing. Meet them for lunch if you're close by. Make a phone call. Again, I appreciate you guys joining me today. I'm going to end this video in silence of just the sound of the road or the bike going up this hill. It is a beautiful hill. If you made it to the end of this, I can't thank you enough. I'm just getting started on this channel, so please like the video, watch some of the other videos. I don't have many yet, but I continue to put them out. Subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you all. Get home safe, y'all. Friendly guy.